From Chicago streets to the courts beat, South Scott Dan on the podcast seat. Bulls breaking news, talking stats and views. Every player, every play, we never lose. Horns over hoops, we're the Bulls troop. From game analysis to fan scoop.
What is good, Bulls fans and Horniacs, and welcome back to another episode, quite possibly the last episode, not ever, just of the season, of the Horns Over Hoops podcast. We are your hosts, of course, as always, Sal Bass, Scott Berman, and Dan Gracie. Gentlemen,
You're right.
how are we doing?
Right. A little tired, working a lot,
Ooh,
doing a lot of OT, grinding away.
OT, make that money.
Yeah. I mean, need to survive out here.
It's getting to be like you almost need to work overtime as regular hours just to make an honest living. I hear that.
Honestly.
Scotty B, how you doing?
Good. I finally get to do something new at work. They let me go to service training to learn how to repair one of our different instruments. So,
Instrument like what? The flute, the tuba? Like what kind of instruments we talking?
Percussion?
it is a
clarinet?
PS10, a flow cytometry medical instrument.
It's 10?
This is the 10th edition.
Yeah.
No.
Sony's going to be pissed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
PS10. Oh man, they're gonna have to change their name when PlayStation gets that high. We'll all be gone by that time. But very nice, very nice. Gentlemen, I'm actually we're gonna start this show out. I'm a little sad. This has been bothering me all week. I'm sure you guys are gonna know what I'm talking about, but I failed you guys. I failed myself. I failed a lot of people, but I mainly failed at accomplishing a task that I wanted more than anything. I failed at it, and that is being one of the lucky recipients of the coveted Sydney Sweeney bath soap. I tried. I failed.
Yeah.
I let me tell you something. If there was something I wanted more than you remember back in the day when you wanted something for Christmas, back when we were adults and just bought it throughout the year. You know, when you wanted something, you're like, I just want that and that only. You
wanted it that bad?
That dude, I really wanted it that bad. I was just curious. For those of you watching at home who don't know what I'm talking about and who've been living under a rock, the world-renowned actress Sydney Sweeney partnered up with Dr. Squatch to sell a special scent called Bathtub Bliss, featuring a small sample of her bathwater. I really didn't know how else to say that without sounding it was the cleanest I could have put it. Did you guys know what the actual documented scent was? Like what it was actually called?
No, I don't care, man. Because it has nothing to do with Sydney Sweeney. She was not involved at all other than her picture.
Have you ever used Dr. Squatch soap before?
I love Dr. Squatch. I used it one time. I've since moved on to like a Native and Patapui, but I've used it once. It's too expensive.
I'm not a fan of it. I've tried it. I wasn't a fan. Left my skin super dry.
Oh, that's good. Heads up. Okay, so they had 5,000 bars. Okay, I'm going back to it. It was 5,000 bars were available, but there was a sweepstakes to where I want to say it was part of the 5,000 bars where no, it was the 100. Okay, anyway, it's going back. If you won the sweepstakes, you actually got like a signed certificate from her. I entered at least 40 times. So
Right.
More of the story is, dude, I had this thing on my calendar. This is a true story, 100%. Had it on my calendar. I had a countdown timer on my phone so that I could be a minute early so I can get on the website, because knowing me, every time I'm in a hurry for something, that's when my internet is at its slowest. So I had it a minute early. I was watching the clicker tick down, and they had one on the website too. It was really cool. It hit zeros. And then I was like in the room where I was in the cart. Dan's loving this, by the way. I'm on the site with the cart, where it says like coming soon. It was going to change to quantity, and you pick which one you want. The clock hit 0, sold out. I didn't even have a fighting chance, just sold out. It
was probably bots or something. I don't know. Or it's just you weren't the lone gooner that day.
I know. wanted it so bad. They're selling them on eBay now. Like I can't really constitute spending the $300-$400.
Just don't.
But I want it.
No, you don't
want it. I'm just curious, man. Like, we're not going to get close to any celebrity like that to know what they smell like, and you know what I mean.
It probably doesn't even smell like her.
No, but you know what it smells like. The actual name of the scent was Morning Wood.
Of course.
How fitting. But it was Douglas, pine, and fir. I am a big pine person, so those checked all my boxes. So yeah, I failed you guys. I'm sorry. Maybe when this podcast takes off and we're millionaires each, I'll spend 500 of that earning and get myself a bar of soap. Or, who knows?
That could taking a turn. Once we get money, I could.
What you think?
God knows what. I have
hold on. Quick recap. You're telling me, because you guys all had childhood crushes, I'm sure. Everybody knows Scott's childhood crush was Lola Bunny. But we all had childhood crushes. You telling me that if there wasn't a particular product featuring your childhood crush, you would have sprung for it? Never mind the fact that we're men and this happened last week. But
yeah, I was about to say, like, this is different because we're grown adults and you did this like 2 weeks ago.
She's younger than you.
Like
how old
6
is she?
years.
27? Why are you saying childhood crush?
No, I meant like, okay, well,
yeah, you've gone too far.
We're pushing the barriers here on the HOH podcast, but nonetheless, moving on to a happier. I'm still upset, but we're going to move on anyway. Moving on to greener pasture here, to avoid the lawsuits. Gentlemen, it is time for my favorite part of the show. We started off every show, and that is with a little Tuesday trivia. Gentlemen, today's Tuesday trivia was inspired, of course, by the current events that is the NBA Finals taking place right now. So I have another Tuesday trivia inspired Finals questions for you, and that is: can either of you name the only player in NBA Finals history to be on the losing team but receive the Finals MVP award? It's only happened once.
Bro, I didn't even know that was possible.
Neither did I. I just thought this was that's why it's the Tuesday trivia.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I'm going to guess Jerry West because he's lost so many times.
That's fair. Plus, he's the logo and everything. So yeah.
Wow, it's Jerry West. I won.
Yeah,
it is. It's Jerry West, isn't it? Yeah, he's lost like 6 times or something. Like that.
I forgot that.
Do you know the year?
Probably like 67 or something like that.
So close. 1969, Jerry West. They lost to the Boston Celtics. Yes, Jerry West is the only player in NBA history to have received the Finals MVP award for being a part of the losing team, which I didn't think that was ever possible. Shame on me. I really didn't look up why he received the trophy. Like, I didn't look up any stats or anything like that. No. I just saw that. Kind listeners, if you know the real reason why he received the Finals MVP award for being a part of losing franchise, be sure to include it in the comment section down below.
I do know why. I can tell you because we talked about it last week.
Oh, by all means.
69, right?
He had 69.
He averaged 38 points a game. That's why.
In the finals?
Yes, he averaged 38 points a game.
He dropped 53 and 10 one game. That's insane for back then.
Yeah.
God.
Okay, so here's my question. Just real simple. I don't want to go too in depth of it. If somebody averaged that today, would you still crown them the Finals MVP, or would you still give it to the winning franchise?
Well, it who knows, because what did the other player do? Because
very true. Less. They averaged less and just won the trophy.
They're going to give it to the winning team. Because I'm pretty sure that was with Curry that there were talks of him winning. It was either him or KD or someone that like went off, but they still lost, so they didn't get it.
Makes sense. I say if it's like if you drop 50, like if you average 50 in the finals, even if you lose, I'd give it to you.
I think that's fair.
Finals MVP, absolutely take it. Basically, what I'm saying is this year, after Indy wins in 6, and SGA averages more points than Tyrese Haliburton, would you still give the MVP to SGA? or would you give it to the champion, Tyrese Haliburton? Because it's coming. I said Indy in 6, and it's coming. The prophecy is being fulfilled.
Sorry, TJ McConnell's winning the MVP, so I don't know what you're talking about.
They're going to give it to Pascal Siakam again. It just
if Indy does win, they should give it to Tyrese. I felt like I understood why they gave it.
We'll see what happens the rest of the series, though.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on the rest of the series and how Haliburton plays.
So I will give you a piece of stat before we move on here. Gentlemen, did you know that during the finals, of all the times the finals were tied 1-1 each, 1 game each, that is, the team who has won game 3 has gone on to win the championship 80% of the times.
Yep.
And who won game 3?
Indy. I mean, I do think that Indy's going to win, but I mean, with this series, I'm just like, who really knows?
Exactly. The first topic of this show today is going to be something that is the polar opposite of the NBA Finals, and that is Chicago Bulls rumors.
Or the lack thereof.
Yeah, lack thereof. Yeah, I'm so shocked that it's been such a slow offseason for rumors. Usually nowadays you'd see like 3 every day. We've gotten none.
It'll probably pick up once the finals are done.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Gentlemen, I do have one particular rumor. I'm going to ask your thoughts and opinions on it, and then please do share your guys' rumors that you've heard, because I've been taking kind of a little hiatus from Twitter just because this is the time of the year. If you listen to the last episode, you just feel like bashing your head in the wall with some of the things you see. But I did see that there was a rumor that the Chicago Bulls were trading Kobe White to the Orlando Magic for Jonathan Isaac, Cole Anthony, and their pick. What is your guys' thoughts on that?
I saw that rumor as well. I don't know how I feel about it. Okay. I feel like it would be beneficial more to Orlando than us. So, I mean, not a huge fan of it.
Scotty B?
It's a terrible trade.
For which party?
The Bulls?
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm glad you said that.
How does that make us better? Yeah. Jonathan Isaac's, he's a bench player. This is the first year he's kind of been healthy. Plus, he's crazy. I just don't want him on my team. He has potential, but we already have a power forward that isn't good. Conveniently, they both went to Florida State, so
there you go.
I'd rather have Jonathan Isaac than Pat Williams, dude.
Yeah, but it doesn't help us. How does that help us? So we're getting another bench player for our starting shooting guard. And then we do get their pick, but that's not going to help us. What are we going to get? We don't know how to pick that high.
Or that low for that matter.
Our team doesn't know how to scout higher draft picks, because our higher draft picks have been Dalen Terry.
Oh, so that low, you're saying? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We don't know how to scout that high later in the draft.
Right. Yeah. Man, Ayo was a second-round pick.
Ayo should have been a first-round pick, and he dropped to the second round. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that, because I do share opinion. I don't think we gained very much from that. I think that was a trade that was orchestrated by Orlando calling us and saying, we'll give you this for Kobe. And I'm hoping that AK just slammed the phone and said thanks, but no thanks. Real quick, before we get into more rumors, what do you guys think of the new Orlando threads? The new logo, the new everything? What do you think? I'm not crazy about it, but
yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. The only jersey I like is the two-tone one where it goes black and then white or whatever, blue and then black or whatever it is. Black. Yeah, that's the only one
Paolo was wearing.
Yeah, the one Paolo had.
Yeah,
you're not a fan of the penny pinstripes coming back?
I am.
I wish they would have changed the font though. I do like the penny pinstripes, but I wish they would have kept the retro font. Yeah, this one looks kind of I don't want to say childish, but kind of looks like. I could have made that logo. I'll just say that.
It's you could tell that they're sponsored by Disney.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Very good point.
Yeah.
Very good point. But either way, I'm excited to see the stripes come back, dude. The '90s Orlando Magic was like one of the most iconic franchise looks of all time with the pinstripes. I think more teams need to go back to pinstripes.
Yeah, Grizzlies.
Yes.
Bring your real logo back.
Yes.
Yeah, go back to
Grizzly
Vancouver.
That too. Yeah. But aside from that rumor, did you guys hear anything?
I have two rumors that involve Kobe. One is a trade to the Wolves for Dante DiVincenzo. And then the other one I saw was Kobe for Kuminga. Kuminga. Sorry, I'm terrible with names apparently.
That's it, just straight up. Does
So
the Taylor even match?
that's what I'm saying. Oh, I saw one also for Lonzo also to the Wolves. So that way they could have like a backup in case something happens to like Mike Conley or something.
They can have a backup when something happens to Lonzo?
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm just like, well, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah, we're gonna trade you a solid player for an injury player. I don't mind that.
And I saw one of Kobe going to Dallas, and in return we'll get Big Dan Gafford back.
All right. I don't know how I feel about that one.
I mean, I liked Gafford when he was on the Bulls. I like what he was doing in Dallas, and even in Washington. I liked what he was doing down there. I do think Kobe will be traded this offseason. I think
same.
It makes sense. His value's high. We're looking for like win now kind of players. So I don't see why they wouldn't trade him while his value's high and the money's right.
I just don't understand why we're such in a hurry to trade people. Like
eventually this offseason, they're going to have to come to a crossroads of like, all right, do we give Giddey all this money and then not pay Kobe down the line, even though he deserves this much money, or we let Kobe walk?
I just wish that we'd find a better way. I don't want to say to manage our money, but because some instances it's not really avoidable. You know what I mean? Like you got to lock up Giddey. You know he's going to cost a pretty penny, and like we were saying on previous shows, just pay the guy. You know what I mean? Whatever you want, take it. You know what I mean? Because you've earned it. But that also leaves us in a tight position because we are under a couple terrible contracts, as we know of. One of them being the Patrick Williams contract. That's not going away anytime soon. So I just wish we were better at managing money. And I want to see the Kobe and Giddey backcourt this year, like in full force. So Scott, any rumors, anything besides the Knicks wanting Billy Donovan for a coach?
The Knicks want every team. I'm waiting for the tweet that says Knicks reached out to Heat for Eric Spoelstra. How do you not have someone in mind?
Before you fire Tibbs, you should have like, all right, this is going to be our guy.
Also, why are you not interviewing Mike Malone right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
solid question.
Yeah.
Solid question. Yeah. Why they keep trying to poach? There's a slew of good coaches that
they're going to go through the whole WNBA or the NBA, and then they'll reach out to the WNBA to see if they can get any coaches.
Then maybe probably the colleges.
So they'll bring over they'll pull a Cavs and bring some guy from the EuroLeague.
I'm just waiting to see like the Knicks reach out to Phil Jackson to coach. Like, they did that once, right?
Yeah, they had Phil Jackson,
but it was
not good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember.
No. Sucks because like Tom left Chicago, or he got escorted out of Chicago in such a terrible way that it's like, man, like the man who's brought his team to the conference finals, and he did it before with us, like is getting fired, and we got a guy who has yet to make the playoffs in the last few years with job security. And I think he's I think we were saying last week, he's one of the longest tenured coaches in the NBA right now, and his job is safe. Like this doesn't math.
I even saw that Billy might be up for an extension soon.
Brother, when does it end? Like when is it safe to say this isn't happening? But honestly, that's it. That's all the Bulls rumors I've heard. I've heard nothing. It's all been like the KD rumors. Like I heard the KD rumors ramping up, which I'm calling it now. and I called it last year. He's going to San Antonio.
He's going to go to San Antonio. Did you see what the Suns said that they want in return for KD?
Oh, I'm sure they're going to say they want a bag. You know what I mean? Rightfully so.
They want what they traded KD for. They want multiple role impact players and multiple picks. I'm just like, bro, that's not going to happen in today's NBA. Like that doesn't.
They can have Chris Paul and a pick and be happy about it.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, Chris Paul back on the Suns would be solid.
I feel like he would just retire. Like, I'm not going backwards in my career.
Yeah.
If you're the San Antonio Spurs, you're not landing Kevin Durant without including that number 2 overall pick. It's not happening. You know what I mean? And then you're gonna part ways with one of your bench players. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you'll see like number 2 pick Jeremy Sohan, and then a couple other throw-ins. I don't know. I see it happening with Cooper Flag going to Dallas, allegedly. It's not happened yet. I'm gonna say KD goes to the Spurs, Giannis goes to the Rockets.
I want Giannis in a Spurs jersey next season. Sorry, Dad.
Yeah.
Gene's gonna punch you in the mouth next time he sees you.
He will.
Father's Day is right around the corner. I guess that would be my gift. You can sock me real quick.
Yeah, what a great Father's Day shout out. Shout out, Dad. Sorry, I don't want that player that you want on my team. Sorry. Shout out, Gene. So, and who knows, that will definitely shape the landscape of next year's playoffs and NBA Finals to have all these people moving. And speaking of NBA Finals, gentlemen, welcome to our main idea of the day. Sorry to burst your bubble. It wasn't Sydney Sweeney's bath soap, although I would have wished it would have been. Our main idea is actually the NBA Finals, although I'll probably name the episode that NBA Finals and Sydney Sweeney's bath soap. I'll get whatever. I don't care. I don't think you can try and stop me. She'll have to come to my door personally and tell me to stop. All right. Anyway, gentlemen, we are almost over halfway through the NBA Finals right now, with the Indiana Pacers right now taking a 2-1 lead over the Oklahoma City Thunder at the time of this recording. And gentlemen, this Finals, I've actually been watching every single game. I don't normally watch the Finals that thoroughly, I'll just say.
Oh, okay.
But this Finals has caught my attention. So, gentlemen, I'd like to ask you guys, is it going the way that you thought? Who your biggest shockers has been? Biggest disappointment? And did the team that you say was going to win last episode, do they still have your hope to win it all? So, Dan Gracie, is the NBA Finals going the way you thought they would?
I mean, I'm going to be completely honest here. I have only seen the first half of almost all 3 games because I've been working a lot. Yeah, because I've been working like a lot of OT and I wake up super early and everything. It's hard for me to stay awake that long.
Yeah.
I'm old. Sorry. But from what I do see, and I watch highlights like the following day and everything, and I'm aware of what's happening. I know I disrespected Hallie in the past and everything, but that guy, like, I used to sleep on the Pacers and yada yada yada. This is a great series. Since the next game is on Friday the 13th. Oh, scary day. Spooky. I do plan on, like, I already got like a Ghost energy drink. I'm gonna be up watching the whole game. Don't worry, because that game winner I saw from Hallie, that was incredible. That was dope. That was one of the sickest ways to end the first game. The game 2, that was expected for OKC to come back and just dominate.
Yeah.
And then I was excited for game 3 because, you know, like you said, game 3 is kind of like a big deal.
Yep.
And because the Pacers won game 3, I do think they're going to win in 5.
5? Okay. All right. I hope so. I had them winning in 6, but what's been your biggest shocker so far?
I mean, they've shown this throughout the season. They've shown this throughout the playoff series and, well, just the playoffs and the finals now. Just how you can never, ever count the Pacers out. Like I saw that they had Dort mic'd up on game 2, and he was saying like they're comfortable at 15. We have to bury them. We have to bury them, and that is 100% facts.
Yep.
Like they will come back from 20. They could come back from 30. And like it's that run and gun offense that Rick Carlisle is running. The Pacers have something special right now. And
well said.
Even if they don't win, like they're only going to get better.
Well said. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that team is a high octane machine right now. And
real quick, my shocker player actually is TJ McConnell.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
TJ McConnell is a beast. I thought that when I first saw the Bucks play the Pacers last season. At first I didn't like him, but now he has nothing but my respect. Absolutely.
Did you see that inbound play where he now Alex Caruso is I like to think he's a very high IQ and smart player, and that inbound that TJ McConnell just intercepted it and then tied the game up. That was incredible.
Yeah.
But not so incredible. What's been the biggest disappointment of the finals this year?
Nothing. I got nothing. I mean, it's been entertaining from what I've seen. It's been entertaining from the highlights I see. So I'm not going to see any low lights off highlights. But yeah, I mean, it sounds like us basketball fans have a legit treat going on right now.
It's been a great series.
And also, you can't say the NBA is rigged, because if it was rigged, you would be like the Lakers in there, or it would be the Cavs, or it would be one of these big market major franchise teams.
Yep. You'd have a LeBron, you'd have a KD, you'd have your elite superstars in there, and you don't really have that. Yeah. Did you guys notice something before I cut it to Scott here? Have you guys seen any technical fouls being given in the playoffs or the finals for that matter? Who's the last person to get a technical?
I haven't seen a technical in the finals. Fun fact, Hallie has shot 0 free throws this final series.
Oh man, I'm trying to think back. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. He only averages like 3 free throws a game. He doesn't really
his game
really line that often, but still.
Yeah,
he's more of a jump shooter and distributor, but wow, that's still a mind-boggling stat.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
And then final question, do you still think the team that you thought was going to win is still going to win? What did you say last episode?
I thought the Thunder were going to I honestly thought the Thunder were going to dominate the Pacers, but I'm wrong.
All right. Solid answers. Scotty B, are the finals going the way that you thought they were?
I thought OKC would be up in this series, but I'm not surprised the Pacers are winning. It's kind of going exactly like what I said. Their pace is so high, and they're such a high intensity team that OKC is gassed at the end of the game. If you actually look at the fourth quarter, the Pacers have won every fourth quarter.
Yep.
Game 1, they were +10. Game 2, +3. They got blown out, +3. They're +14 in game 3.
Yep.
So they're such a high intensity team, and you saw it with you never can count them out. How many times did they come back against the Knicks? I'm loving this finals. I would say this is one of the best ones we've had in a long time.
I like it.
Agreed.
Especially from two minor, I'll just call them minor market teams.
Yeah, which I have some gripes about that, but I'll get into that at the end.
Perfect. Well, then I'm not gonna keep any longer. What's been the biggest shocker that's fueling this enthusiasm that you have for these finals?
I really haven't watched the Pacers. Like, I have not paid attention to them, but they have such good bench depth. The fact that they have Obi Toppin, both those players could be starting on teams.
Yeah.
And Rick Carlisle is able to play 3 to 4 people off his bench for 15 to 20 minutes a game.
Yep.
You don't see that often. And I think that is why the pace is so high with the Pacers, because you get to rest some of the starters, and then they come into the fourth like ready to go. If you look at the Thunder, Hartenstein getting 15 minutes, you're going to get Caruso going to get about that. Who else can you trust on that bench to do that? So you're getting the starters are out there 35 plus minutes.
Yeah.
So they're going to be gassed and make silly mistakes at the end of the game.
The funny thing about the Thunder is they have you guys seen them running that double big lineup?
Yeah.
Where they throw Hartenstein and Holmgren out. Do you guys know who their like the next in line big man is? Because I feel like they're kind of lacking on the big men too. After Hartenstein and Holmgren, I don't really see much size. As a matter of fact, I think I saw a couple times in the previous game they were running all small lineup. You know what I mean? I don't know very many taller guys after those two. So at least with Indiana, you have Miles Turner, you have Thomas Bryant, you have Pascal Siakam is fairly tall. You have Bulls legend Tony Bradley. Like, there's no short of height on the Indiana Pacers. So you're saying what shocked you the most? You're saying that was the depth.
Game 1 is what shocked me the most. The fact that OKC had caused 25 turnovers and they scored 11 points off of that.
Yes.
How?
Yes.
That's crazy. They can't get assists. Like, OKC can't get assists. They average like 26 assists a game. They had 13 game 1. They had 16 in game 3. Like, they're not getting the ball movement that they're used to. It seems like they're holding the ball a lot longer and forcing a lot more passes. The refs are also letting a lot more contact go in this game, this series, compared to the Eastern and Western Conference Finals. Like, they're letting them play a little bit more, which one thing I'm glad about is I haven't really seen a player like stand there and complain. Like, they'll complain while they're going down the court, but they keep playing. So I'm loving that.
Yep.
But
different animal.
It's just like Rick Carlisle has really built this team well. And like, OKC has been winning for 90% of the series. Like, winning.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's been like 9 minutes that the Pacers have been winning. Mostly game 3.
That is the stat.
Well, the first game, I think they only led for 0.3 seconds. Yeah, that's the only time that they led. So, yeah. What about for you, the biggest disappointment? I know what you're going to say, but I can't wait to hear it.
What do you think I'm going to say? What do you think he's going to say?
You're going to comment on the fact that they say that the games start at 7 and it starts somewhere around 7:45, because I share that opinion.
You want to know what my biggest gripe is? ESPN in the media.
Okay, I love it. Okay, what do you got?
First thing. Well, I have a whole list of gripes about the finals. First thing, we'll go about the media and ESPN. This commentating team, absolutely terrible. There is no chemistry. Mike Breen, he's been doing it for 20 years. He is great. He is basically doing the game by himself.
That's facts.
Like, it's like he'll be going play by play and then nothing for like 2-3 minutes, and then you'll randomly get Richard Jefferson come in, say some random thing. He doesn't know how to play off Mike. Like, maybe we're just used to like Stacey and Adam. Like, they have a conversation during the game. Like, I kind of expect like some kind of you talk to each other, you give insight. Like, last year they had JJ Redick on there. He gave a lot of insight. Previous years, Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy, they broke down what was happening, what you should be doing. That doesn't happen. Doris Burke is terrible. All she does, Doris Burke pisses me off because it's like yesterday or game 3, perfect example. The whole like, should it be a flagrant? Should it be whatever? And it's like, all she's doing is talking about, it's got to be the worst thing. It's got to be a flagrant. Same thing with Richard Jefferson. It's like, there's a windup. There's a windup. They did the replay and they're like, hey, can you show me where the windup is? And he's like, Well, his hands are up. There was one play that it was a terrible call, and Richard Jefferson called it out. He was like, "This is a terrible call. What do you think, Doris?" Doris immediately went to the ref's defense, and then Richard Jefferson was like, "Oh, okay," and just backed down. It's like this is not what I want. Like,
no.
Give me some actual insight of what is happening, what teams need to do to make adjustments, like what we're expecting to see. It's terrible. Mike Breen, great.
To be fair, well, I mean, not really to be fair, but like Richard Jefferson also sucks like in the studio for ESPN as well. Richard Jefferson should not be a commentator.
Yeah.
Don't give Richard Jefferson a microphone. Because same with Perk.
Oh, I'm not. Like, I'll go off on him.
Go ahead.
Also, a lot of stuff out there.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Doris Burke, you can tell she's still mad that the Knicks lost because she actively is rooting against the Pacers.
Allegedly.
So, no, she is. Like, I've never seen her say anything good about she doesn't talk good about them. Before the series started, OKC was written as the winner. They're like, OKC in 5. It's over. We're done. It's like the media said that and immediately switched over to trade rumors. Like, the fact that we're 3 games in and I've heard more about Giannis news and KD news than actually what has happened in those 3 games is wild to me.
They've been doing this for years, though.
Yeah. You know what the perfect example of why ESPN is the worst company ever to be running the NBA or doing anything?
Is it The Decision?
No. Well, yeah, that was terrible.
That
but
too. Yeah.
Today, this morning, when they started talking about the NBA on ESPN, the first thing they brought up, what they were talking about was, what can the Lakers do to be in the finals next year? You just had a really good game and you're talking about what the Lakers can do. They don't want to be doing this series
because it's two small towns. It's too small.
It's stupid. And guess what? Every single person I've seen is saying this is such a good game. This is such a great series. I'm loving every bit of it.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Pre-game, halftime. It's just terrible. I forgot. I want to say it was game 2 that we were all watching, and halftime came on, and it was 5 minutes of Stephen A. Smith and Kendrick Perkins yelling at each other. I did not hear a single thing breaking down what was happening. No adjustments. No, hey, this was a good play. Come check out what they did. This is why I love the TNT Inside the NBA crew. Like Chuck and Shaq, they don't watch the games. They don't care. They're kind of just there to give a little bit older insight and be entertainment.
They're the comic relief.
Kenny Smith, he will break down. Here's an amazing play. Ernie will keep everybody on pace. He will focus on, hey, this is what's happening. These are some things that we need to do. What do you think about this? You're not getting that from ESPN. No. And then, I'm not done. ESPN. Okay. So pregame, it is an hour on ESPN2. Then it switches over to ABC for 30 minutes. The same people talking about the same thing that they've talked about for an hour about a series that they do not care about. And then the game's supposed to start at 7:30. It is such a random time when it's going to start. Game 1 started at 7:45. Game 3 actually started on time. It is such a, I don't understand why the NBA cannot start games on time. The NHL does it. MLB
I think every sport.
NFL, I know, noon, kickoff.
NFL is top notch. Yeah.
It's just I don't understand why they can't do it.
Yeah. NFL is pretty top notch. When they say it starts at this time, it starts at this time, with the exception of like the Super Bowl and any time there's like some sort of a spectacle, like your Thanksgiving games, your special occasion games, I'll call them. They're usually pretty top notch. If the schedule says 12 o'clock, by 12:05, you're usually seeing, plays being snapped. Yeah. I agree.
There's more
about ESPN. More complaints about ESPN during the regular season. And this is something Chuck actually called them out about, and I think it's hilarious. During the regular season, all they could talk about was the Lakers and how they were going to win, and the Knicks and how great they were. And OKC and Cleveland were having amazing years. They were barely brought up. The fact that the Pacers went 40-18 in the last 58 games was never talked about. That team flipped a crazy switch and was unstoppable, and no one was talking about it. Like, they went into that Milwaukee series, and I was like, oh, Milwaukee's going to handle them, because I had no idea how good they were been, because no one talks about it. They only focus on big markets, and it's stupid because big markets aren't good anymore. The Lakers are going to spend a bunch of money, and guess what? They're going to be out the first round. The Knicks actually put together a good team and built a lot of homegrown talent and didn't trade for it. They didn't make the finals. What did next year? But what did the Pacers do? What did OKC do? They built really good homegrown, or traded for really good players, and then built around them, built amazing teams. We didn't hear about that all season.
No.
We
just hear that Oklahoma has like all the draft picks, but we never really. I mean, I will say they do give Oklahoma a lot of respect for building it the right way, but it's quickly overshadowed by like, what can this major market team do? Like, you could tell, and I agree, dude. It's a hot topic. Like, everyone wants to go where the major market is. Like, that's what makes the money. Like, the major market.
Well, I think the issue is like, if you don't fit the script, we're not going to talk about it. Yeah, and I think that's one of the problems that all of legacy media has. They don't know how to. They focus on like all the wrong things.
Yeah, it's like the NFL. When Tom Brady was on the Patriots, if you weren't on New England, you weren't getting talked about. MLB in the early 2000s, if you weren't the Boston Red Sox or the Yankees, you're getting no airtime. You know what I mean? So it's just now, if you're not on LeBron James's team, you're not important. You know what I mean?
Also, the only
coverage-wise,
the only two major markets for basketball, anyways, that they really talk about are New York and LA, the Lakers
and Boston,
right?
And Boston. And Boston.
Yeah, that was they literally wrote everybody off and was Boston's winning the East. Doesn't matter.
I'm just mad because Chicago's a major market, and even when we were good, they didn't talk about us.
No,
it just pisses me off. It's just like I want to know what's going on with the Bulls. Derrick Rose was killing it. They were just like, he's the youngest MVP, and move on to like LeBron James.
What could LeBron James do to regain MVP status? From
exactly.
I get that, dude. Yeah, there's the thing. Like, if you're looking for a Chicago highlight on ESPN, you're going to be waiting a while. You're not going to see it. Scotty B. Do you still think the team that you had winning is going to win?
No, I think he has more. I
only have one more gripe.
Okay.
All right. What do you got?
Uno mas.
Why is there 3 days between every single game? That it doesn't make any sense to me. The Eastern Conference Finals, Game 6, that was the last game, was May 31st. Game 7 of the NBA Finals will be June 22nd. That's crazy to me.
I mean,
Game 1 was June 5th, so they had 5 days off, or four days off, whatever.
Yeah.
How does it take 18 days to play 7 games?
No, I fully agree.
Like, just gives you more coverage.
It used to be like
Every other?
It used to be like it was every other. It was like 2 days, and then they would throw a 3-day in there. When they
just for travel.
Yeah,
just
it's
for
usually
travel.
like one of them was like 3 days, and then it would be 2 days.
Yeah,
I want to say it was like 2015. It was like they got it done in like 14 days.
Yeah, I don't know the exact format, but I distinctly remember like the first 2 games where it was in the same city. It was play a game, rest a game, play a game. Then when you travel to the other people's city, there's a travel day, you get a rest day, and then the getting ready day. So there's like 2 in between, 2 or 3 in between. Yeah, and then every time there was a travel, they gave it a little bit of a gap. But yeah, you're right. There's exactly 2 days in between all 3 games, because all 3 games happen on days I worked, and I work every 72 hours. So
it's stupid. It blows my mind. Like, why are we doing this? It makes me forget about it. It makes me forget about it.
Yeah, no,
exactly. Yeah, I agree. It makes us forget about it. Real quick,
good down.
You had the Thunder winning. Are they still winning?
I don't think so.
Perfect.
I think the Pacers are going to win, and I do think it'll be 6 games. And it just, they can't keep up the pace. Like, they're going to be so gassed.
No,
and
sure.
OKC has played some hard series already.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think they're going to be able to take it. And I'm all for the Pacers winning.
Yeah, agreed.
Welcome to the bright side.
That was your team. You've been talking about the Pacers all year.
You've been on the Pacers all season long.
I love the Pacers, man. That's the thing. Even last year, they were my team. But like, is the finals going? I'll be quick with this because I'm excited for this game that we're about to play. I didn't want to spoil the surprise, but I'm excited for this. So I'll be quick with this one. So is it going the way I thought? No, honestly, this finals is going nowhere what I thought, and not just because I thought that the Thunder would be waxing the floor with the Pacers right now. We're seeing a very kind of lackadaisical finals. A lot of turnovers, a lot of sloppy play. Like, I don't know if it's just both teams are playing that good, but it's a lot of turnovers, a lot of a lot of weird plays. Yeah, they're great defenses. No, I get it. But like, a lot of turnovers, no capitalism on the turnovers. It was like, I didn't expect it to be this fluffed. I'll just say that. Nonetheless, still absolutely amazing finals. Biggest shocker, I mean, I already said it. The fact that the Pacers are, they've led less than 1/4 of basketball probably and are in position to win it all. Like, that's incredible. That's insane. Biggest disappointment, way too many turnovers. I mean, that's all I can say, because this series has not disappointed from top to bottom. I mean, it's been, like I said, I've never watched every single game of the finals without the Bulls being in it until now. Do I still think the team? Hell yeah, man. Do I still think the team I picked to win is going to? Hell yeah, man. Indy in 6. Hell yeah. Indy in 6. Everyone thought that I was crazy. There's no way that the Thunder are gonna lose this finals. Not you guys. I'm just saying around. No way the Thunder are gonna lose. No way the Thunder are gonna lose. I'm like, and I'll be honest with you, even I was just a little optimistic. I knew I wanted the Pacers to win, but I was still sipping that realist Kool-Aid, and I was like, it's probably not gonna happen. It's not that I didn't have faith. It's just the Thunder were a well-oiled machine. You know what I mean? But that was the NBA Finals in a nutshell. Still going on. We'll see who the winner is. Hopefully we're celebrating some indie speed. But gentlemen, well, it was a gentleman. It was a little rhythmic. I am absolutely excited for this. We introduced this game the last show, and I'm excited to play it again because it was absolutely fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to everyone's new favorite game, Scott-e-Gories. We basically took the game that we talked about last episode and we gave it a name, and Scott came up with it, so I feel like it was only fitting to change categories to Scott-e-Gories.
I think you
and we were super excited. I tried. It was witty. It was clever. And I'm not going to steal the thunder from my guy Scott here. I'm going to have him explain the rules. And then we'll jump right into the game because I've been excited to play since the recording of the last episode. So, Scott, whenever you're ready, how do we play Scott-e-Gories?
All right. Basically, I give you a category. Last week, one of them was like NBA Finals losers. You guys go back and forth, seeing if you can guess it. If someone guesses wrong, the other person has a chance to guess one more time to win it. And then you guys kind of go through it. I have 3 categories this week, and then one random one. 3 basketball related ones and 1 random one.
I'm excited for those. All of them, really.
All right. Sal, since you won last time, would you like to go first or second?
I'll defer. You know what? I'll play first this one.
Okay.
It took a while to get out of me. Yeah,
so this category, I actually stole it from a video I saw on Instagram, and I thought it was great.
Borrowed.
So, yeah. I want you from the 1999-2000 season to this last season, there have been 22 players that have averaged 15 points or more. They've played a minimum of 25 games for the Bulls. So Bulls players that have averaged 15 points or more in a season.
Oh,
so just
okay.
Yeah, if that makes sense.
Easy.
But it's from the 2000 season to this year.
Okay. Well, I'll get the party started bright and early with my boy Derek Martell Rose.
Derek Rose has done it 7 times. By the way, that is not the most.
No, I know. Yeah, I kind of figure I know who the most is.
I'm going to say Pau Gasol.
Pau Gasol did it twice.
I'm going to say Zach LaVine.
Zach LaVine did it 8 times. He is the most.
Debo.
He has done it 3 times. DeMar DeRozan, he has averaged the most points in that time with 28 points per game.
Oh, wow. I'm going to go with one of my favorite Bulls, Luol Deng.
Luol Deng 7 times, which that I was surprised that he had just as much as Derrick Rose.
Ben Gordon
did it 5 times.
Okay.
5 times, yeah. I'm going to throw this one back to probably the 02 season. Did Jalen Rose do it?
Jalen Rose did it twice.
See, this sucks. I wasn't watching Bulls basketball, and I wasn't watching basketball in 2000. I only got back into it once Derek got drafted.
Oh, there's plenty of players that.
There's plenty of.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm more than positive there are. I'm struggling to think.
Do you need a hint?
I doubt that he's short. Two of
them are currently on the Bulls.
Oh, Kobe.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to say Scott's boy, Kirk Heinrich.
Kirk Heinrich has done it 3 times.
There you go.
Is there, like, if I say a name and it's wrong, do I just straight up lose?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the rules.
Unless Sal has a chance to win, but if he misses, you get to go again.
Then we get okay. Carlos Boozer.
Carlos Boozer has done it 3 times.
Yep. Last year, I want to say Josh Giddey averaged more than 15 points.
Josh Giddey averaged 14.3 points.
Oh,
okay. Right on. Wow.
Man, can you win it?
So, I don't think he's on this list. Salesboy Richard Rip Hamilton.
Richard Hamilton is not on this list.
Yes.
Sal.
All right.
He is back in the game.
Vooch.
Oh, yeah.
He has done it 5 times.
I forgot
every single season that he's been on the Bulls.
So mad I forgot about him.
Voochie Maine.
There's 3 European players on this list.
Oh, is Nico on there? Marichek?
Nico has done it once.
Go Mirotic. I don't know if he was on the team. Is it 99 to 2000?
Oh yeah. Okay.
99-2000 season.
I don't know if he was on the
European
team.
players. You know what? I'll let you have this one because I'm going to say, did Tony Kukoc do it?
Tony Kukoc is on the list.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was about to say him. Okay. I don't think he's on this list. I can't think of anyone else right now, though. It's pissed me off. Is Joe on this list?
Who?
Joe? Noah?
Joakim Noah did not average 15 points.
Ever. I don't think.
Shoot. All right, for the win.
Sorry, I just thought of like 2 players.
I'm missing one big European player. Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler did it 3 times.
I
There you
had
go.
Jimmy locked and
Congratulations.
loaded in case he didn't.
All right, Dan, who was your other player that you thought of?
I mean, I don't think he's on this list. I was just thinking of like shooters, scorers. Is his favorite band Linkin Park?
He is not on the list.
Okay, I didn't count
Haliburton.
that. It was a shot in the dark.
Players you missed. Ron Mercer did it in 2001
Ron Mercer. Yep.
and 2002.
Elton Brand.
Elton Brand did it twice.
Yep.
Ron Artest did it once.
Ron Artest. Yep.
Jamal Crawford did it once.
My
See, these were
boy.
the years I
Oh,
was watching.
Eddie Curry did it once.
really? Okay. Tyson Chandler.
Nope. John Selmans did it this year we
Big
traded for him.
fish.
We had Dwayne Wade did it once,
I was going to say Dwayne.
and the Lauri Markkanen was your European.
Oh,
that you missed.
Oh.
man, I forgot about Marky Mark.
So
Sorry,
there you
Mark.
go. Congratulations, Sal.
Right on.
All right. This one is related to the NBA Finals.
Okay.
So there has been 12 players that have won an NBA Finals as a player and a coach. I have 7 of them that have done it since 1983. I want you to name those 7 because you
This one's hard.
you won't know the other ones because they're mostly in the 50s.
And when was the time frame?
Just
80.
Can you name a coach that has just name any? You can do whenever, but you're probably not going to get the 50s ones. There's 6 that happened in the 50s.
Oh, who's won it as a coach and a player?
Yes, one as a coach and a player.
Oh, easy. Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson
Yeah, that
has
was my,
13 rings.
um,
2 as a player, or actually 3. Yeah, 2 as a player.
Jerry West.
No,
I didn't think so. Well,
he didn't win it. He didn't win it as a
Yeah.
coach. Yeah,
Okay.
but because he quit.
Hold
Yeah.
on. Let me-
Oh,
let me-
whoa,
let me-
no! You got Jerry
No,
West.
no.
Sal.
I'm going back to the thinking of my 90s. Oh, dude, Steve Kerr. Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Oh,
Steve
yeah.
Kerr has 9 rings.
Oh my gosh.
Who are
You
the
guys want to keep
from
going?
top to bottom?
No. I want Dan to get another guess.
Jerry Salone.
No.
Who is he?
All right. Well, Sal.
Top to bottom. What are the 12?
Rick Carlisle.
Yep.
He won it with the Mavs, and he was a player on the Knicks.
Yep.
Casey Johnson. He won it. He won it with Boston both times.
Not
He won
not
it as a
Bulls
player. Yeah, you
insider
got
Casey Johnson.
Okay.
Tyrone Lue.
Ty Lue.
He won it.
Yes.
Yep. He won it with the Cavs and the Lakers.
Yep.
Pat Riley has 6 rings.
Oh, he
Oh,
was one of
yeah.
the 50s. I forgot about.
Billy Cunningham, he was on the Sixers he won it in 67 with the Sixers as a player and 83 as a coach. Bill Russell has 13 rings,
Bill Russell.
2 of them as a coach. And then you got some guys from the 50s, some ABA players, George Stensky, Bill Sherman, Larry Costello, Tom Henson, and Red Holzman.
Oh, okay. I would have never gotten those. So very good.
But Phil
Yeah,
Jackson
so.
and Bill Russell. Well, Steve Kerr was the one I thought you guys would get.
I know. I'm so mad about the Steve Kerr thing.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to go with the
Pat
obvious
Riley
one.
too. Ty Lue, come on. He got stepped over.
That's right.
Yeah.
By my boy AI, by the answer.
Yeah.
All right. Right
So,
on.
I do have another Bulls one. I know Sal already won it, but that other one was quick. Since the year 2010, I want you to tell me who was picked at the Bulls pick. It doesn't matter if they went there. It was the Bulls pick because they got it's basically if that pick got traded day of, like,
okay,
during the draft, but they may
so
have
for
not gone to the
instance,
team.
like,
Okay.
so for instance,
Go, Sal, say what's your first one?
Gary Harris.
Gary Harris. Yes, he was traded. He was the 19th pick in 2014.
got drafted by the Bulls.
Yes.
Yeah.
But again, they may not be on the team.
Patrick Williams.
Patrick Williams. Yes. Number 4 pick.
I want to go like hard and get all the hard ones out of the way, but I need them as my ace in the hole. I'm going to go Matas.
Matas. Yes. Last year, 11th pick.
Derrick Rose, obvious one.
No, it's not.
10th,
do you mean?
2010.
Oh,
Not
my bad.
10.
My bad.
I knew somebody was going to say it.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey,
Larry Marketing. What do you mean? What year
wasn't he drafted by the Timberwolves?
Yes, actually.
Yeah,
Oh, I did not know that.
he was drafted by the Timberwolves and traded for the rights to Jimmy Butler and Zach LaVine.
Oh yeah, I suck at this.
Dan is out.
Well, then for the win, I'll say, you know what? No, we'll just play fair. I'll just the Black
keep going.
Panther, Wendell Carter Jr., Denzel
Wendell Carter
Valentine.
Jr. was okay. Wendell was 2018. You said Denzel 2016. Let's see how far you can go.
I got kind of an oddity. Marquez Teague
Marcus Teague was 2012 with the 29th pick.
was Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler was
Wasn't he the
2011 with the 30th pick.
I'm gonna say Norris Cole.
Norris Cole was
Ooh.
2011. He was traded with another player that the Bulls drafted and cash for Niko Mirotic. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know who that guy is, but I'm gonna say like Paul Zipser,
Paul Zipser, 2016. That was a second round pick.
Yusuf Nurkic.
That was the
Same day as Gary Harris.
Yep, that's where we got Doug McDermott. We also apparently got Anthony Randolph in that trade.
I didn't even think of that, but okay. Okay, so let's go backwards. So obviously this year we picked Matas. Last year we picked Julian Phillips.
Yeah.
We did not pick.
Wait,
Julian
hold on.
Phillips in 2023.
He was the Celtics pick. Okay, so then
2023 we did not have a pick because Lonzo Ball.
Oh yeah.
We picked up the rights to it. So Dalen Terry then.
Yeah. Dalen Terry, 22.
Dalen Terry. Before Dalen Terry, I don't think we had a pick.
We did.
Or I mean, we did. We had the Patrick Williams trash. But...
Nope.
Oh, wait, who?
Patrick Williams was 2020, 21.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Iodusumu.
Io. Like, oh, jeez. Okay.
Yep. We have a second round pick in 2020.
Second round pick in 2020.
Man, I'm upset with myself.
Dan, you can say people too.
Yeah.
No,
it's just for fun.
I am just watching Sal. We drafted this guy this year. This guy this year. This guy.
I don't think you're going to get the 2020.
Was that a draft and stash?
I don't know if he played.
Was like that Simonovic?
No. Yeah. It was. It was
Marko Simonovic. Yeah.
Did he ever come over?
Yeah, he played with us for a little bit.
Okay.
What year did we draft Kobe?
2019.
White.
That was the next one.
2019.
We also
Kobe
had
White.
a second round pick.
Hey, I know.
2019 that we talked about earlier in this cast.
Oh, Danny Gafford.
Danny Gafford, the 39th pick.
Danny Gafford.
2018.
Bobby Portis.
Bobby Portis was 2015 with the 22nd pick.
Okay.
And yeah, you said Denzel Valentine already.
2018 is a player that we were all so excited, thought he was going to turn into a great shooter.
I'm not going to say Doug McDermott because we didn't draft him.
No, we didn't draft Doug. That was traded to Nurkic.
Yeah, 2018.
You thought he was going to be a great shooter? Guard.
Yes.
Okay. It's not Teague.
No. Oh, shoot. I know this guy's name.
Pretty sure he went to Boise State.
Yeah, I don't know anything about colleges for that. But
Chandler Hutchinson.
Hutchinson. I did not.
We can't curse a lot anymore, but Chandler. Oh God, yeah. When he went to the Wizards, and then he was just like, "Well, talk trash about my former team now."
You got any more, Dan?
I mean, we said Jimmy.
I think two of these players actually played for the Bulls. Well, three of them played for the Bulls that are left. One of them had a quadruple zero.
Oh, Tony Snell.
2013. That was 20th pick.
Who else did we? We got Chandler and Gafford the same. Did we get them the same year?
The other two are their second round picks. They were kind of bench players.
Oh, I never really paid attention to the second round pick. Sorry, Io. Second round pick. I mean, we said Teague. I can't think of
So you guys have our first round pick in 2010. He was traded. 2011, you have a second round pick. He was traded with Norris Cole. 2013, you have a second round pick. He actually played for the team for, I think, like a couple of years. 2014, you also have a second round pick.
Did the player who got traded with Cole, did he also go to the Heat?
No, he went to the T-Wolves.
Interesting.
Because Cole got immediately swapped. I don't know if you're going to get that one. Malcolm Lee?
Oh, no, I wouldn't have gotten that.
Yeah, I would. I forgot about Malcolm. Oh, no, I was thinking Courtney Lee. My bad.
So
I love Courtney.
2013, Eric Murphy.
Oh, I forgot Eric with a K. Yep.
20.
Oh, hold on.
14.
Jordan Bell.
Oh my God! Cash consideration.
Yep, 2017 cash consideration to the Warriors.
I forgot about Jordan Bell. Forgot that he existed.
You have 2010, 2014, and 2017 left. 2010.
The dude who I caught picking his nose at the game.
That doesn't help.
Cameron Bairstow?
Yeah. Cam Bairstow was 2014. He was a second round pick.
I forgot about him.
2017 and 2010, they're both traded. 2017, he was part of the Jimmy Butler, Chris Dunn draft rights trade.
I don't know if it was 2010 or before. And Kevin Seraphin,
we traded him for cash.
Yep.
He
was okay.
This guy.
No, we traded Kirk Heinrich, Kevin Seraphin, cash for a second round pick that never played in the NBA. That was out of Russia.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes. And then your 2017 is Justin Patton. Yeah. Justin Patton.
I would have never
traded for Zach LaVine. Yeah.
I would have never gotten that. Oh wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know if Seraphin was 09 or 10.
It just blows my mind that we literally traded him for nothing.
Yeah.
That's
a lot of these players.
Decent player. He was a decent player. It's literally 2017 and before, half the players were traded that we drafted.
Yeah. Well, we had a semi-established team at that point, so we didn't really need all these second rounders.
Yeah,
that's true.
Our last
my favorite time. Scott, what explain to the people who are new to this game what is happening now?
I go to ranker.com and find a random thing. Ranker.com is people basically get to upvote or downvote like whatever the
Random
topic is. Yeah.
And it's usually something
like
pretty good.
it's we did Oreos last week, so it was like the top 10 Oreos people think are the best. This week I did Mountain Dew flavors. What are the top 10 Mountain Dew flavors? There is several that are discontinued.
Several that are discontinued that are top.
Yes, they do not make them anymore.
We'll start the day off with original.
Original is 4th place.
That makes sense. Baja Blast.
1st place.
I figured it's Code Red.
Code Red is 3rd.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Livewire.
Livewire is 6th.
Yeah,
Pitch Black.
Pitch Black is 5th.
What about the Major Melon? Is that on there?
No, that is not on
Good.
there. It's probably
That
too
is-
new.
Nope, it's
Then why
not.
would
It's
you
just
guess it?
garbage. It's
Why
just
would you-
garbage. Because when we were doing Oreos, you had some garbage flavors.
You
on
just
there.
hate mega stuff. It's too much.
No. I love. See, I got the
Again,
Major Melon.
these
one.
aren't my. This isn't my list.
No, I know it's not your list, but I'm glad that the people have decided this melon one sucks. This watermelon Mountain Dew is not good because it's true. It's terrible. Anyways,
So you,
is any of the mystery flavors on there from Halloween?
I don't know what those are.
They're just mystery or
No,
Halloween.
no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
You have 2, 7, 8, 9, and 10 left.
Oh,
What about-
I know what to say.
Go ahead.
Voltage.
Oh yeah, voltage.
Voltage is number 2.
Voltage is good. Voltage is a good one that I never buy.
We each get to just label them off now.
But you guys just guess it.
Oh,
doesn't matter.
Voodoo.
This one doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Voodoo is not on there.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's the Halloween one. That's the
That was
Halloween one.
Do Shine.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Do Shine.
That
That's a good one.
wait, that was the real sugar one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is number 7.
Hold on. Before we go on, is any of like Diet Baja Black like
No,
Diet,
no.
Okay.
No.
Or like zero.
Yeah.
No.
So just
No.
full
Okay.
flavor. Okay.
Is the Sal, you might know what it's called. I can't think of the name. The one that's supposed to taste like a face pop, the Liberty, whatever.
Oh, Liberty.
No.
I think it's
Is it just
called-
Mountain Dew Liberty?
No.
Okay.
It is not on
What about Frost?
Ooh, Frost.
there. No.
Okay.
Mountain Dew Frost is not on there.
What
Y'all
about
messing
Game
up.
Fuel?
Game Fuel is number 8.
Oh yeah.
Which
I forget
one?
That they make Game Fuel.
Those two.
It just says Game Fuel. I don't know. I think it's the orange one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they
Um,
scaled back to just one.
What about like the Fruit Punch one? Like, and hold on, are any of these like
What's-
the
maybe not.
exclusives?
The hell?
Yeah, are any of these exclusive to like
Like
any
They
one
are
store?
Not.
Whiteout?
Whiteout is number 9.
Yep.
Oh, I have never had Whiteout.
It was okay. The last one,
Is it seasonal?
I don't
Ginger.
think so. No,
the gingerbread one. No, okay.
it is red-ish.
Is it
Citrus.
the cactus citrus one?
Nope.
It's pretty new. So
I'm not giving up until we get it, but
I know, same. Like I love Mountain Dew, so sponsor us.
yeah, Mountain Dew.
All jacked up on Mountain Dew. Is it Mountain Dew and green tea?
No.
Oh, wait a second. Was it? It's not Baja Blast. Baja Punch.
No.
Oh, okay.
Can we give you guys each one more guess?
One more guess. I'm gonna get it.
I honestly can't think of a Mountain Dew that isn't seasonal, isn't
It's not
exclusive.
Star Spangled Splash.
It's not any of the voodoos. Is it the? Is it the plum one? I didn't think so. Is it
It's not Star
Kickstart?
Spangled Splash.
So apparently it was
Oh,
Or Amp?
Kickstart. Yeah.
Or no,
in
yeah, you said Amp.
2011. It was a summer one, but it is currently a permanent one.
2011.
It's hard for me to go back that far in my brain.
I'm gonna get this. I'm getting this.
And it's now. It's so.
It's purple, right? Is it like
red.
purple-ish?
It's reddish.
Oh, it's red.
Oh,
Magenta.
that's the only one that I was thinking of was like supernova.
Yeah,
It is supernova.
Oh, wait, no, that's
Supernova's
purple.
not. Yeah, Supernova's not red.
Yeah, it is. It's magenta.
I thought.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's purple. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's
Supernova.
not red. Magenta is.
That's a current flavor.
Reddish.
Yeah.
Apparently,
I haven't
yeah, it's
drank
coming
pop in a
back,
while.
or it might be back.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
What was the
That
flavor? of that?
has been
Good
job.
Scott-e-Gories.
Good job,
It's a
Sal.
raspberry lemon.
Oh, raspberry lemonade. Oh,
Raspberry
that's probably
lemonade.
really good.
It's
Probably really
decent.
good.
Yeah, I've had it.
It's the 10th best, clearly. It's 10th
Yeah,
best.
clearly it's worth. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Scott-e-Gories. I freaking love that game. That's so fun.
I think the 15 points a game thing was the best one.
That one was hard because I sincerely thought Josh Giddey averaged 16, but shows how much I knew about basketball last year.
I can't believe you missed Elton Brand, though.
No, what I'm pissed is I missed Jamal Crawford because I should have known better.
Yeah, that's your boy. That's your boy.
That is my boy. Boy, do I have a story about him one day when I'm feeling
I don't know.
one day that I'm feeling ballsy, or one day that I just don't want this show to ever.
Last
continue again.
episode.
Last
Yeah,
episode, I'll tell you the story. And Jamal will confirm it. More of the story, I've actually reached out and talked to Jamal Crawford. I'll leave it at that.
I'll confirm it because I was there when it happened. Like,
that was a very
witnessed the whole
scary
thing.
day. It was a very scary day.
Very interesting, eventful day.
Yeah,
Night.
and I
that
was
night.
young.
It was
That was
night.
day.
It was a Wednesday. It was a
It was
Wednesday because we went to Blackthorn's later for dollar beers that the owner didn't know about.
Yes, and it was all day. So, but nonetheless, great. I'm gonna have a bunch of people like, "What's the story? What's the story? I want to hear it." No, it's not happening yet.
Stories none yet.
But yeah, that was Scott-e-Gories. If you have a particular Scott-e-Gory that you'd like to see, DM Scott over there and let him know. And or if you have like a ranker topic that you want to see him do, email him or DM him, and we'll get that going. But gentlemen, we've reached that sad time, and we must conclude our Sydney Sweeney bath soap themed Horns Over Hoops podcast episode. What do you have for the Bulls fan? What do you have for the Bulls fans before we cut out of here?
I have two things. This is one. This is probably the longest I've stayed up in a while. It's 7:36.
Jeez. Okay.
Also, second thing. One of my dog's birthday is next week.
There you go. Happy birthday, Gus.
Yeah, it's Gus.
Happy birthday, Gus.
He's turning 11.
Oh, gotta get him a pup cup.
Yeah, we're gonna have to give him a pup cup. Last, I think it was last year we gave him because he finally turned 10, and he was dubbed a senior dog at that point. We got him a little birthday cake, like a dog birthday cake.
Oh, yeah.
This dude. So my dog Gus he's a old English bulldog. We got him this little tiny dog cake, and he's such an idiot. He tried to put the whole thing in his mouth and eat it in one go. And I'm just like, dude, no, you're gonna die. You just turned 10. Don't die yet. But yeah, next week is my one of my dog Gus's birthdays. So shout out Gus.
Shout out Gus. He's a listener in the background, I'm sure. Scotty B, what do you got for everybody?
This is the last year ESPN has the finals. I'm so glad NBC got it back.
Outstanding. I hope they bring back the catchy jingle. The NBA.
Oh, they're gonna.
Are we allowed to? Are we allowed to do that jingle? Like,
I don't think so.
No.
Not well.
Basketball.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. We're technically not monetized on YouTube yet, so we can do whatever we want, except curse for whatever reason, because we get stricken every time we curse. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. We've reached the end of the show today. I'm very sad because at the beginning of the show I was sad. Then Scott-e-Gories brought me up to a higher spirit. now we're going to say goodbye, and I'm back down again. So it's been a roller coaster of emotions here. I'm like Will Ferrell in Anchorman, a glass case of emotion. But anyway, be sure to check out our other episodes, like all of our content. Go follow us on Twitter. I am taking a little bit of a hiatus from Twitter, but I will still interact with everybody nonetheless. I have way more important things to do than to scroll through people's trading X player for this superstar. I don't like it. Yeah, that's all I have for you, and for all of us here at the Horns Over Hoops Studios. We encourage our Bulls fans and our Horniaks to see red and go Bulls. I'm still saying Indian 6. Good night, everyone. And if you'd like to donate, if you're one of the lucky recipients of the Sydney Sweeney soap and you'd like to donate it to it, hit me up in the DM and I'll send you the P.O. box. You will be shouted out and you'll be forever in my good graces. Been talking too much. Let's end the damn show.